He's not being defiant. It's just too hard for him right now. Let's talk about our autistic learners and why it's easy to mistake defiance for a skill deficit. Is it he won't do it, or is it he can't do it? As a parent, you know your child has potential, but sometimes their actions don't seem to match what you believe they're capable of. On the outside, it might look like defiance. He's choosing not to listen. I know he can. He's done it before. Or maybe it looks like laziness. He says words like ball, milk, and iPad, but only when he wants to. But here's the thing. There's a big difference between won't do it and can't do it. In this video, we're going to define the difference between a motivation issue and a skill deficit. By the end, you'll be able to better understand why your child only follows instructions sometimes, or if your child is nonverbal, why they only say vocal words some of the time and it's not consistent. And more importantly, you'll know what to do about it. Let's talk about it. If you don't know me, my name is Celeste. I've been in the field of ABA therapy for over 12 years. I educate and empower parents on how to better connect with their autistic child, how to really get in their world and teach meaningful everyday skills. And today, we're talking about autistic kids and when they can't do it versus won't do it. A skill deficit is when the child does not have the sufficient ability to perform a task. Notice the word sufficient ability, right? That doesn't mean he doesn't have the skill at all. Maybe he has some, but he doesn't have enough of it quite yet, right? The skill could use some teaching. Let's consider our nonverbal autistic learners, our kids who say maybe 1 to 5 words, but the words aren't consistent just yet. It's likely a skill deficit. If he could be talking consistently, he would already be doing it. With a skill deficit, you could promise the highest reward, Disneyland, $1 million, whatever. The learner would still be unable to complete the task because they're not able to. When the skill is too hard, break it down into smaller, more bite-sized pieces. Help him more intrusively. He needs practice and he needs help. We don't have the skill down pat just yet. Second, never underestimate the power of consistent practice and repetition. So going back to the nonverbal example, he only says some words sometimes. Still continue to model those words for him. Flood him with that language throughout the day. Even if he doesn't copy your words, that's okay. By you consistently labeling words, narrating, giving sound effects throughout the day, your child is still hearing that language, and it gives them the opportunity to copy you if they wanted to. A motivation issue is when the child has the skill of performing whatever it is, but chooses not to. He or she chooses not to because the subjective required effort it takes to start and finish the task is too high. This might look like the child cleaning their room only sometimes, or not getting undressed independently when you ask them to, but they do it really quickly and with high fluency right before bath time because they're really motivated to take a bath. This is the one that as a parent has you saying, wow, I know he can do it. Look, he just did it. Okay, right? The motivation is present. Please consider everyone's motivation is unique to them. Okay, so with a motivation issue, you could promise the highest reward, Disneyland, $1 million, whatever. The learner will complete the learning task because they are able to, but the payoff wasn't high enough before. Let's not mistake low cooperation for defiance or laziness. Non-cooperation, like the child choosing not to do it, is behavioral. That means it's a learned skill that serves a purpose, serves a function, and there's a payoff to him. He's learned that there's a payoff. And the question is, what can we do to increase the likelihood of him or her being cooperative, right? Listening to the instructions. To address a motivation issue, you'll want to look at two things. First, reduce the amount of effort the task takes to complete and increase the payoff or reward after the task is successfully completed. When motivation is low, increase it by promising an appealing reward or payoff after your child finishes the task. So some common motivators include a small treat like M&Ms or chips. And if you don't like the idea of food, that's okay. Try sweetening the deal by promising chase or roughhousing or TV time or any other fun activity that's highly motivating to your child. And also consider that we as adults are no different. We're motivated by tangible items every day. I think sometimes parents say, oh, he should just listen to the instruction because I asked, right? But we as adults, we don't do things for free either. You're motivated to go to work for a paycheck. You wouldn't go. Would you go for free? Maybe, maybe not. It's no different for our kids. What is their payoff? It needs to be worth it for them. Okay, let's take the example of cleaning up. So let's say your child knows how to clean up. The skill is present. They understand what the instruction means. They've done it many times before, but it's not consistent. Okay, a simple thing you can do is start by reducing the amount of toys a child is required to pick up and rewarding him with his favorite fruit snacks that he doesn't really get that often. Just an example for this specific child, like who really likes fruit snacks, it will be different. The reward or payoff will be different for your child. Reduce the task and increase the payoff. One of the biggest errors I see parents making is mistaking their child's skill deficit, he can't do it, for a motivation issue. He won't do it. Keep in mind, just because it looks easy for you and he's done it before, doesn't mean it's easy for your child. He's not lazy. He's just not motivated. And even you and I have both types, autistic or not. So, for example, I don't know how to change a tire, skill deficit. And I don't make my bed every morning, motivation issue. The second one, I don't make my bed every morning, is motivation because I know how to make my bed, but I really don't want to, so I don't do it. The payoff isn't worth it for me. Like a nice, crisp, clean bed versus like the effort it takes to make it is a subjective experience, and for me, it's not worth it. So I don't make it. And keep in mind, just because you think making your bed is easy every morning and the payoff is worth it for you, doesn't mean I feel the same way. Response effort, like the amount of work it takes to complete the task, is subjective. To recap, we talked about the difference between can't do it, skill deficit, and won't do it, motivation issue. If he can't do it, it's likely the skill is too hard right now. Break it down into small, bite-sized pieces and practice. Remember, practice makes progress. If he can, but won't do it, it's likely the payoff isn't worth it to him. Increase the promise of a delicious outcome or reward, and you may find he's doing the skill more consistently. He's not defiant or lazy. He's just not motivated. If you learned something new from this video, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what resonated with you. From your favorite BCBA, keep showing up, keep doing the work. You got this.